This video is about how to construct the binary tree if post order and in order traversal of a binary tree is given. We know that all traversal method traverse the tree from top to down, and while moving from top to down we always follow left to right fashion. And we also know that post order traversal method follows the policy of left right visit. Here left right visit means first the left subtree of the node is traversed, and then the right subtree of the node is traversed, and finally node is visited. So when we are given post order traversal, so we need to have one thing in our mind, that node is visited at the end. So that means we have to scan this post order from right to left, and the last node in the traversal is the root node of the tree. And in-order traversal method follows the policy of left visit right. Here, left visit right means the left subtree of the node is traversed first. Then the node is visited, and then the right subtree of the node is traversed. So in order actually help us to identify. Here in this example, root node is 1. So it helps us to identify which nodes are present in the left subtree and which nodes are present in the right subtree of the root node. Here the root node is 1 and left subtree contains 4 to 5 and the right subtree contains nodes 6, 7 through 8. Now we are supposed to identify which node is the parent here. So for that, check the post order from the end. That we have identified the root node. The next node here in the post order traversal is 3. So that means here in the right subtree 3 is the parent. So 1's right child is 3. Now we have to check the in order to identify which nodes goes to the left of 3 and which node goes to the right of the 3. So here node 3 is present here, and to the right we have node 8 and to the left we have node 6, 7. So to the right we have node 8. So 8 is the right child of 3, and to the left we have node 6 and 7, and in the left subtree we have nodes 4 to 5. So now we are supposed to make a decision regarding which node is parent here among 6 and 7. So for that, check the post order. We have already considered 1, 3, 8. The next node is 7. So 7 is the left child of 3. So construct the tree. 1, 3 is the right child. Right child is 8 and the left child is 7. We have to check the in order to identify whether 6 goes to the left of 7 or right of 7. So in order traversal, so 7's left we have 6. So left child is 6, and the left subtree contains the nodes 4 to 5. So now we have to decide which node is parent here in the left subtree. And for that we have to check the post order, and we have already considered all these nodes in the post order. The next node is 2. So that means 2 is the left child of node 1. 2 is the left child. The right child is 3. 3's left and right are 7 and 8, and 7's left is 6. Now we have to check whether 4 and 5, which are there in the left subtree of the tree, 4 and 5 are the left subtree or right subtree nodes. For that we have to check the in order. So in order we have 2 over here, and to the left of 2 we have node 4 and to the right we have node 5. So that means left child of 2 is 4 and right child of 2 is 5. So this is final binary tree. So if post order and in order are given, the post order help us to identify the root node of the tree and as well as parents, whereas in order help us to identify the left subtree and the right subtree nodes. Let's consider another example to see how to construct the binary tree if post order and in order traversal of a binary tree is given. And we know that post order traversal visits the root node at the end. So this is the root node in the post order traversal. Right? Post order traversal help us to identify the root node and the parent nodes. And in order traversal help us to identify the left subtree node and the right subtree node. So in order traversal, A is present at the end. So this is root. So all the nodes are towards the left of A, and right side no nodes are present. That means all the nodes are there in the left subtree itself, and right subtree for this example is empty. Now we are supposed to decide which is the parent node here among all these nodes. For that we have to check the post order. We have to scan this post order from right to left. So A is the root node. Next node in the post order traversal is B. So that means A's left child is B. Now we have to check which nodes are there in the right subtree of B and which nodes are there in the left subtree of B. So for that we have to check the in order. B is present here, and to the left we have nodes E, I, C, F and J, and to the right of B we have G, D, K, H and L. Now we have identified the left subtree and the right subtree node. Now we are supposed to identify which node is the parent here. Now we are supposed to identify which node is the parent here among G, D, H, K, L. For that we have to check the post order and we have to scan it from right to left. And we have already considered these two nodes. The next node is in the post order traversal is D. So that means D is the parent here among these nodes. So A's left child is B, B's right child is D. Now we have to check which nodes are present in the left subtree of D and which nodes are present in the right subtree of D. So for that we have to check the in order traversal. To the left we have node G. So that means G is left child of D. And to the right side we have three nodes. So all these three nodes are present in the right subtree. And left subtree of B contains the five nodes E, I, C, F and J. Now we are supposed to identify which node is parent here among these nodes. So for that we have to check the post order, and that too we have to scan it from right to left. And next node in the post order is H. So H is the parent among K, H, L. So H is the parent. Now we have to identify whether K and L are present towards the left or right of H. So for that check the in order traversal. In order traversal we have K to the left of H and L to the right of H. So that means A is the root node and left child is B and right child is D, and here we have G and H is the parent and K and L are left right child of H, and here the left subtree of B contains nodes E, I, C, F, J. Now we are supposed to decide which is the parent among these nodes. That means we have considered all these nodes in the post order traversal. The next node in the post order traversal is C. So that means among these nodes C is the parent here. So we have to construct the tree. A's left child is B and B's left child is C. So now we have to check whether these remaining nodes goes to the left or right of the C. Check the in order traversal. C's left side we have node EI and right side we have node F and J. So left side we have to have the nodes EI and right side FJ. And we have already constructed the right subtree for node B, which contains nodes G, H and here K and L. So now we are supposed to decide which node is parent here and which is the parent here. Now we are supposed to decide which is the parent here among F and J. For that we have to check the post order traversal, and in post order after C we have node F. That means F is the right child of C. Now we have to check whether J is the left child or right child of F. So for that, check the in-order traversal. And in in-order traversal towards the F's right side, we have J. That means J is the right child of F. Now we are supposed to decide which among these two nodes is parent here. So for that, we have to check the post order. And in post order traversal, we have a node E. So E is the left child of C. Now we have to check whether I is the left child or right child of E. So for that we have to consider the in-order traversal, and in in-order traversal towards the right side of E we have I. So I is the right child of E. So this is final binary tree which we have constructed using the post order and in order. So post order always help us to identify the root node and parent nodes, and in order help us to identify the left subtree nodes and the right subtree nodes. Thank you for watching this video.